Seems like this one's not taking as long as the others. Maybe Tokyo's a smaller airport. This is my first time playing inside of Tokyo here in this new game. Don't know why it didn't spawn me in the tower. That's weird. But here we go. We're in Japan. Tokyo, Japan. Doing ATC inside of Tokyo. You can see all the Japan Air here. Skystar.
Ground. Japan Air 307 heavy with information India. Requesting push and start.
Japan Air 307 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 307 heavy.
Ground. Air 215 heavy with information India. Requesting push and start.
Air 215 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Air 215 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Command requirement missing. Air 215 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Air 215 heavy.
Ground. All Nippon 641 heavy with information India. Requesting push and start.
Well, you're gonna have to wait.
Ground, Japan Air 373 with information India, requesting push and start. Tower, Japan Air 490 on final 05.
Japan Air 490, runway 25, clear to land. Japan Air 490, runway 25, clear to land. Japan Air 49er, runway 05, clear to land.
Negative, I'm in the air. Japan Air 490.
Heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Whiskey Alpha.
Negative, I'm in the air. Japan Air 490. Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 490.
Ground. Japan Air 307 heavy ready to taxi.
Ground. Air 215 heavy ready to taxi.
Air 215 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 right via Charlie. Air 215 heavy.
Air 307 heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Whiskey Alpha.
Runway 34 left via Whiskey Alpha. Japan Air 307 heavy.
On the pond 641 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. On the pond 641 heavy. On the pond 641 heavy. On the pond 641 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Command requirement missing. All Nippon 641 heavy.
Japan Air 373, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 232, runway 04, clear to land.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 641 heavy.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 373.
Runway 04, clear to land. Japan Air 232. Tower, Japan Air 232 on final 04.
Ground, Starflyer 37 with information India, requesting push and start.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Starflyer 37.
Ground. All Nippon 641 heavy ready to taxi.
641 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 641, runway 34 right. On the pond 641 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Charlie. On the pond 643 heavy, runway 34 right. On the pond 641 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 641 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 641 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 right, via Bravo. All Nippon 641 heavy.
Japan Air 373, runway 34 left, taxi via Whiskey Alpha.
Negative, I'm on the ground. All Nippon 641 heavy.
Japan Air 307 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Command property error. All Nippon 641 heavy.
Starflyer 40, runway 05, clear for Japan to land. Starflyer 40, runway 05, clear to land.
Runway 34 right, via Kilo. All Nippon 641 heavy.
Runway 34 left, via Whiskey, Alpha,
Starflyer
Japan Air
37,
373.
runway 34 left, taxi via Whiskey Alpha.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 307 heavy.
Lufthansa 714 heavy, runway 04, clear to land.
Negative. Unknown command. Starflyer 40. Runway 05. Cleared to land. Starflyer 40.
Japan
Runway 34 left, via Whiskey, Alpha.
Japan Air
Starflyer 37.
490, taxi to ramp via Delta Echo Alpha.
Runway 04, clear to land. Lufthansa 714 heavy. Taxi to ramp via Delta, Echo, Alpha, Japan Air 490.
Airdo 15 heavy. Airdo 15 heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Air to 15 heavy.
Expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 905 heavy.
Tower. Starflyer 40 on final 05.
Ground, Japan Air 373 ready to taxi.
Ground, Starflyer 37 ready to taxi.
Japan Air 307 heavy, contact departure.
Handed departure on 119.45. Japan Air 307 heavy. Good morning.
Tower, Lufthansa 714 heavy on final 04.
Ground, Japan Air 905 Heavy with information India, requesting push and start.
Ground, Japan Air 231 with information India, requesting push and start.
Starflyer 37, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. Starflyer 37.
Tower, Japan Air 300 Heavy on final 04.
Japan Air 232, run. Japan Air 232, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Command property error. Japan Air 232. Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 232.
Ground, Japan Air 905 Heavy ready to taxi.
Japan Air 905 Heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Whiskey Alpha.
Runway 34 left, via Whiskey. Alpha, Japan Air 905 Heavy.
Airdo 15 Heavy, contact departure.
Handed departure on 119.45. Air to 15 Heavy. Good morning.
Japan Air 300 Heavy, runway 04, clear to land.
Runway 04, cleared to land. Japan Air 300 Heavy.
Starflyer 40, taxi to ramp via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to ramp. Varco. Alpha. Starflyer 40.
Tower, Alpha Wing 280 on final 05.
Alpha Wing 280, runway 05, clear to land.
Runway 05, cleared to land. Alpha Wing 280.
Starflyer 37, contact departure.
Han out of departure on 119.45. Starflyer 37. Good morning.
Japan Air 231, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 373.
On the pond, 641 Heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 231.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. On the pond, 751 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. On the pond, 89 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 641 Heavy.
Hold position.
Negative. In the air. Lift Tansa 714 Heavy.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 751 Heavy.
Starflyer 513, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Left. Starflyer 513, pushback approved, Starflyer 513. Starflyer 513, pushback.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 89 Heavy.
714 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Hold position. Japan Air 490.
Negative. I'm arrival. Starflyer 40.
Starflyer 513.
Negative. I'm on the ground. Starflyer 40.
On the pond, 382 Heavy, runway 05, clear to land.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Lift 10 to 714 heavy.
Command property error. Starflyer 40.
Runway 05. Clear to land. On 32 heavy.
Japan Air 905 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Japan Air 231, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Honda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 373. Good morning.
And a departure on 119.45. All Nippon 641 heavy. Good morning.
On the pond 751 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 751 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 751 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 left. Clear for takeoff. Japan Air 905 heavy.
Taxi via Charlie. On the pond 89 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 89 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi. On the pond 89 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 231.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Skymark 513.
Japan Air 104 heavy, runway 05 clear to land. Japan Air 104 heavy, runway 05 clear to land. Japan Air 300 heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Runway 34 right via Bravo. All Nippon 751 heavy.
714 heavy, cross runway 35 left.
Runway 34 right via Bravo. All Nippon 751 heavy.
Japan Air 490, continue taxi.
Runway 34 right via Charlie. All Nippon 751 heavy.
Runway 34 left, via Bravo. All Nippon 89er heavy. Runway 34 right, via Echo. All Nippon 89er heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. All Nippon 89er heavy.
05 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 104 heavy.
Japan Air 490, hold position.
Taxi to ramp, via Bravo. Japan Air 300 heavy.
490, continue taxi.
Cross runway 34 left. Lift 10 to 714 heavy. Continue taxi. Japan Air 490.
Panda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 905 heavy. Good morning.
On the pond 240 heavy, runway 04 clear to land. On the pond 280, taxi to ramp via. On the pond 280. Wait, no, you're not on the pond. Where are you?
Hold position. Japan Air 490.
On the pond 751 heavy. On the pond 751 heavy, runway 35 right, clear for takeoff.
Continue taxi. Japan Air 490.
Runway 04. Clear to land. All Nippon 240 heavy.
command, Alpha Wind 280. Taxi to ramp via Echo, Alpha Wind 280.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff, all Nippon 751 heavy. Runway 34 left, via Whiskey, Alpha, Skimark 513.
Tower, all Nippon 382 heavy on final 05.
Ground, all Nippon 751 heavy ready to taxi.
Japan Air 661, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Left. Japan Air 661, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Command requirement missing. Japan Air 661. Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 661. Ground, Japan Air 231 ready to taxi.
Ground, all Nippon 89er heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, Japan Air 104 heavy on final 05.
2 heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Ground, Skimark 513 ready to taxi. Tower, all Nippon 240 heavy on final 04.
231, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 231.
On 14 heavy, runway 05, clear to land. On the pond, 14 heavy. All Nippon 414 on the pond, 14 heavy. Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 45 heavy, pushback approved. Japan Air 45 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. On the pond, 751 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 05, clear to land, all Nippon 14 heavy.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 45 heavy.
On the pond, 89er. On the pond, 89er. Heavy, runway 34 right, clear to right, for takeoff. On the pond, 89er heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. On the pond, 89er heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Handle departure on 119.45, all Nippon 751 heavy. Good morning.
On the pond, 204 heavy, runway 05, clear to land.
Negative, I'm on the ground. All Nippon 89er heavy.
Runway 34 left, taxi via Whiskey Alpha.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 89er heavy.
Runway 05, cleared to land. All Nippon 204 heavy.
Japan Air 231, contact departure.
Runway 34 left,
On the
via
pond,
Whiskey
243.
Alpha. Japan Air 661.
On the pond, 243 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Haunted departure on 119.45. Japan Air 231.
Skymark
Good morning.
513, runway 34 right, left. Skymark 513, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. All Nippon 243 heavy.
Negative, need pushback truck. Tower, check out our flight plane. We are not local traffic. Our destination is Neha Airport. Skimark 513. Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Skimark 513.
On the pond, 382 heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo. Japan Air 104 heavy, taxi to ramp via Whiskey.
Taxi to ramp by Echo. All Nippon 382 heavy.
On the pond, 402 heavy, runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 45 heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi to ramp, via Whiskey. Japan Air 104 heavy.
Runway 05, clear to land. All Nippon 402 heavy.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 left via Alpha. Japan Air 45 heavy.
89er heavy. On the pond, 89er heavy. Contact departure. On the pond, 240 heavy. Taxi to ramp via Dava.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 505 heavy.
On the pond, 243 heavy. Runway 34 right. Taxi via Charlie. Charlie. On the pond, 243 heavy. Runway 34 right. Taxi via Charlie. On the pond, 243 heavy. Runway 34 right. Taxi via Charlie.
Han, departure on 119.45. All Nippon 89er heavy. Good morning.
Japan Air 47 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Left. Japan Air 47 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 661 runway 34 left. Clear for takeoff.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Skymark
All Nippon 240 heavy.
Skymark 303, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 right, via Kilo. Repressing traffic. All Nippon 243 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Kilo. All Nippon 243 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. All Nippon 243 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 661 heavy.
On the pond, 532 heavy. Runway 04 clear to land. Japan Air 505 heavy. Runway 34 left. Taxi via Alpha.
Command requirement missing. Japan Air 47 heavy.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 661.
Japan Air 643 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Handler departure on 119.45. Skimark 513. Good morning.
On the pond, 14 heavy. Taxi to ramp via Echo.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Ski mark 303. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 47 heavy.
Runway 34 left. Clear for takeoff. Japan Air 661 contact departure.
Runway 04, clear to land. All Nippon 532 heavy.
You're trying to land on 05. Okay, cool.
Runway 34 left. Via Alpha. Japan Air 505 heavy.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Skimark 705.
On the pond 661 heavy. Runway 34 right. Taxi via Charlie. On the pond 661 heavy. Runway 34 right. Taxi via Charlie. On the pond 661 heavy. Runway 34 right. Taxi via Charlie. On the pond 661 heavy. Runway 34 right. Taxi via Charlie.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 643 heavy.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. All Nippon 140.
Japan Air 47. Japan Air 47 heavy. Runway 34 left. Taxi via Alpha. Japan Air 643 Heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi to ramp
Skymark
via Echo.
705,
On Nippon
runway
204
34
Heavy.
left, taxi via Alpha. Skymark 303, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 45 Heavy.
On the pond 467 Heavy, picked up approved, expect runway 34 right. On the pond 243 Heavy, runway 34 right, close to takeoff. On the pond 402 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Panda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 661. Good morning.
Runway 05, clear to land. New Sky 72.
Runway 34 right, via Kilo. All Nippon 661 Heavy. Runway 34 right, via Kilo. All Nippon 661 Heavy.
Japan Air 901 Heavy, picked up approved, expect runway 34 left. What? Where is that plane? I don't even see this plane. Oh.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 661 Heavy.
Japan Air 505 Heavy, runway 34 left, close to takeoff.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. All Nippon 661 Heavy.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 47 Heavy. Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 643 Heavy.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Skimark 705.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Ski mark 303. Panda departure on 119.45, Japan Air 45 Heavy. Good morning.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. On 1467 Heavy.
Japan Air 107 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 243 Heavy.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. All Nippon 402 Heavy.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Runway 04, clear to land. Japan Air 474.
On the pond 661 Heavy, runway 34 right, close to takeoff.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 91 Heavy.
On the pond 243 Heavy, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 505 Heavy.
On the pond 672 Heavy, runway 04. Clear. On the pond 672 Heavy, runway 04, clear to land.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 107 Heavy.
Taxi to ramp, via Bravo. All Nippon 532 Heavy.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 661 Heavy. Panda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 243 Heavy. Good morning.
Taxi via Charlie. On the pond 467 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Japan Air 47 Heavy.
Heavy, hold position.
Runway 04, all Nippon 672 Heavy.
Japan Air 643 Heavy, runway 34 left, close to takeoff. Japan Air 901 Heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha. Japan Air 107 Heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha. Japan Air 200, runway 04, clear to land.
Runway 04, cleared to land. Only on 672 heavy.
On the pond, 661 heavy, contact departure.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Air China 184.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. Only 467 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Only 467 heavy. Pole position, only 467 heavy.
Star Flyer 72. Taxi to ramp. Star Flyer 72. Taxi to...
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 643 heavy. Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 91 heavy.
Skymark 785. Skymark 705, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 107 Heavy.
255, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 04, clear to land. Japan Air 200.
Left, taxi via Alpha. Air China 184, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 505 heavy. Good morning.
Haneda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 661 Heavy. Good morning.
Continue taxi. Only 467 heavy.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. New Sky 72.
Japan Air 643 heavy, contact departure. Japan Air 643 heavy, contact departure. Japan Air 47 heavy, contact departure. Japan Air 474, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Command wrong start. Skimark 705.
Japan Air 182, runway 04, clear to land. Skymark 303, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Skimark 705.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 255.
Asiana 1055. Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Command requirement missing. Air China 184. Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Air China 184.
Contact departure.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Alpha wing 725.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 643 heavy. Good morning.
Charlie.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 47 heavy. Good morning.
On the pond 467 heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 474.
Runway 04, clear to land. Japan Air 182.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Ski mark 303.
Japan Air 255, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Asiana 1055 heavy.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Skimark 705. Good morning.
China 184, cross runway. Air China 184, cross runway 34 left. Skymark 300, runway 04, clear to land.
Negative. Need pushback first. Alpha wing 725.
Skymark 3033. Skymark 303, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Only 1467 heavy.
Asiana Asiana 1055 heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Negative, unknown command, Japan Air 255. Runway 34 left, via Alpha,
On the
Japan
pond,
Air 255.
672 heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Command property error. Air China 184.
Air Wing? Who are you?
Cross runway 34 left. Air China 184.
Runway 04, clear to land. Ski mark 300.
Japan Air 901 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Negative, M in the air. Ski mark 303. Honda to departure on 119.45. Ski mark 303. Good morning.
On 467 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha, Asiana 1055 heavy.
Taxi to ramp, via Bravo. Only on 672 heavy.
Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Alpha Wing 725.
Japan Air 200, taxi to ramp via Charlie. Japan Air 200, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 901 heavy.
Hand to departure on 119.45. All Nippon 467 heavy. Good day.
Japan Air 087 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Omnipon 861 heavy.
87 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Japan Air 276, runway 05, clear for land.
Taxi to ramp via Charlie 8. Japan Air 200.
Singapore 631 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 200.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 087 heavy.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 107 heavy.
Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 276.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left, Singapore 631 heavy.
Tower, all Nippon 14 heavy on final 05.
Tower, all Nippon 204 heavy on final 05.
Ground. Japan Air 661 ready to taxi.
Ground, Japan Air 45 heavy ready to taxi.
Japan Air 901 heavy, contact departure.
Hand to departure on 119.45. Japan Air 901 heavy. Good day.
Tower, all Nippon 402 heavy on final 05.
Ground, all Nippon 243 heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, all Nippon 532 heavy on final 04.
Hold position. On the pond 672 heavy, hold position.
Negative, I'm on the ground. All Nippon 672 heavy. Hold position. All Nippon 672 heavy.
Ground. Japan Air 505 heavy ready to taxi.
672 heavy, continue taxi. On the pond 672 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. All Nippon 672 heavy.
Ground, all Nippon 661 heavy ready to taxi.
Japan Air 182, taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 107 heavy, contact departure. Asiana 1055 heavy, cross runway 34 left.
Taxi to ramp via
Japan
Echo.
Air
Bravo.
087
Japan Air
heavy,
182.
runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 182.
On the pond 861 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 8618 heavy, taxi to ramp. On the pond 861 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Han at a departure on 119.45. Japan Air 107 Heavy. Good day.
Skymark 300, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Cross runway 34 left. Asiana 1055 heavy.
184, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Air China 184, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. On the pond 562 heavy, runway 05, clear to land. On the pond 752, runway 04, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 087 Heavy.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Alpha Wing 725.
Runway 34 right.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. Omnipon 861 heavy.
On the pond 8590 heavy. On the pond 8590 heavy, pushback approved, expect limit.
Negative, I'm on the ground. Omnipon 861 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Omnipon 861 heavy.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Ski mark 300.
Negative, the correct runway. Air China 184. Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Air China 184.
Runway 05, cleared to land. Omnipon 562 heavy. Runway 04, clear to land. All Nippon 752.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 719er.
Command requirement missing. Air China 184.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Air Japan 859er Heavy.
Honda to departure on 119.45. Alpha Wing 725. Good day.
Alpha Wings 281, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Alpha Wing 281.
Expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 55 heavy.
Japan Air 309, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Singapore 631 heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha. Japan Air 452 heavy, runway 05, clear to land. Air China 184, contact departure. Japan Air 276, taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 276, taxi to ramp via Whiskey.
Negative, I'm on the ground. Japan Air 309er. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 309er.
Runway 34 left via Alpha. Singapore 631 heavy.
719er, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 719er, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 719er, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 452 heavy.
On the pond 861 heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Honda to departure on 119.45. Air China 184. Good day.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 276.
Qantas 26 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Taxi to ramp via Whiskey. Japan Air 276.
140, runway 05, clear to land.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 255.
On the pond 55 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 55 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 55 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond, 55 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond, 55 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Okay. On the pond, 55 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond, 55 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Okay.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 719er.
859er heavy, runway 35. Alpha Wings, 859er heavy, runway Alpha Wing, 859er heavy. Alpha Wing, 859er heavy.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 719er.
Oh, you're not Alpha Wing, that's why.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. All Nippon 719er.
Japan Air 255, contact departure. On the pond, 861 heavy, contact departure. On the pond, 56 heavy. On the pond, 562 heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Runway 34 right,
On the
cleared for
pond,
takeoff.
17
Omnipod
heavy,
861 heavy.
Script runway 34 right. On the pond, 9061 heavy, pushback approved, script runway 34 right. Alpha Wings 281. Alpha Wing 281, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Alpha Wing 281, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. I'm not understanding.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Qantas 26 heavy.
Alpha Wing 281, runway 2. Alpha Wing 281, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. There we go.
Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 140.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 55 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Kilo. All Nippon 55 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Kilo. All Nippon 55 heavy.
Heavy, pushback approved, except runway 34 right. Japan Air 987 heavy, pushback approved, except runway 34 left. Japan Air 087 heavy, runway 34 left, set to takeoff. On the pond, 719er, runway 34 right, set to takeoff.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8.
Japan Air
All Nippon 55 heavy.
runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha. Qantas 26 heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 2. Runway, all Nippon 55 heavy.
3 pushback approved, except runway 34 right. On the pond, 17 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond, 17 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 right, via Bravo. All Nippon 55 heavy. Command property error. All Nippon 55 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. All Nippon 55 heavy.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Air Japan 859er heavy.
Japan Air 452 heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Panda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 255. Good day. Haneda departure on 119.45. Omnipod 861 heavy. Good day. Taxi to ramp via Echo. Omnipod 562 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 17 heavy.
On the pond, 961 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 961 heavy.
7 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8, Alpha Wing 281.
Asiana 1055 heavy, runway 34 left, take the takeoff. Japan Air 987 heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8, Alpha Wing 281. Negative, unknown command, Alpha Wing 281.
Japan Air 140, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie, Alpha Wing 281.
Alpha Wing 632, runway 05, clear to land.
Runway 05, clear to land. New Sky 12. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 907 heavy.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 087 heavy.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 719er.
On the pond 245 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Alpha Wing 633, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 left.
On the pond
Near Alpha.
719er,
Japan Air
contact
309er.
Runway 34 left. Via Alpha. Qantas 26 heavy.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Alpha Wing 633. Runway 34 right via Charlie 8. All Nippon 17 heavy. Runway 34 right via Charlie. All Nippon 17 heavy.
55 heavy, runway 24 right, take takeoff. On the pond 55 heavy, runway 34 right, take takeoff. On the pond 55 heavy, runway 34 right. On the pond 55 heavy, runway 34 right, take takeoff.
Taxi to ramp. Via Bravo. All Nippon 752.
Singapore 631 heavy, runway 34 left, take takeoff.
Taxi to ramp. Via Echo. Japan Air 452 heavy.
Asiana 1055 heavy, contact departure. Still didn't figure out.
Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 430.
Cross runway 34 left, Singapore 631 heavy.
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie. All Nippon 961 heavy.
Panda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 087 heavy. Good day.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Asiana 1055 heavy.
Taxi to New Sky 12, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Runway 34 left. Via Alpha. Japan Air 907 heavy.
302 heavy, runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 302 heavy, runway 05, clear to land.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Air Japan 859er heavy.
Alpha Wings 281, runway 34 right, clear to land. Alpha Wings 281, runway 34 right, clear to take off.
Taxi to ramp. Via Echo.
On the
Japan Air
pond
140.
245 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 245 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 05. Cleared to land. Alpha Wing
On the pond
632.
55 heavy, contact departure. Qantas 26 heavy, cross runway 34 left. Singapore 631 heavy, contact departure.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All
On the
Nippon
pond
245 heavy.
889er heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Japan Air 309er, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie.
Japan Air 430,
Alpha Wing 633.
taxi to ramp via Echo.
Panda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 719er. Good day.
New Sky 52, runway 04, clear to land.
Runway 22 for crossing traffic. All Nippon 55 heavy. Negative. Need correct runway. All Nippon 55 heavy.
On the pond 2903, pushback approved, expect runway 24 right. On the pond 2903, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. Alpha Wings T903, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 right. All Nippon 55 heavy.
On the pond 17 heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. On the pond 17 heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 right. Clear for takeoff. All Nippon 55 heavy.
Runway 34 left. Clear for takeoff. Singapore 631 heavy.
Skymark 103, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
And a departure on 119.45, Asiana 1055 heavy. Good day.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Air Japan 859er heavy. Good day.
Japan Air 907 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Japan Air 309er, contact departure.
Negative. I'm on the ground. New Sky 12. Taxi to ramp. Via Echo. New Sky 12. Negative. We are a scheduled arrival. We intend to land. Japan Air 302 heavy.
Right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 05. Clear to land. Japan Air 302 heavy.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. Alpha Wing 281.
Alpha Wing 632, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Runway 34 right.
On the
Via
pond
Charlie 8.
961
All Nippon
heavy,
245
runway
heavy.
34 right, clear for takeoff. On the pond 961 heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie. All Nippon 245 heavy.
Alpha Wing T903, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Haneda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 55 heavy. Good day.
Cross runway 34 left. Count
On
is
the
26
pond
heavy.
17 heavy, contact departure.
And a departure on 119.45, Singapore 631 heavy. Good
Qantas
day.
26 heavy, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff. Qantas 26 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Only on
New
889
Sky
heavy.
75, pushback approved, expect. New Sky 75, pushback approved. New Sky? New Sky 75. Okay, I don't know who you are then.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 309er.
I don't know who that was.
Taxi to ramp. Via
On the
Echo.
pond 383
Japan Air
heavy,
430.
pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 04. Clear to land. New Sky 52. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Alpha Wing 293.
Heavy, contact departure.
Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 17 heavy.
On the pond 16 heavy, runway 04, clear to land. Japan Air 302 heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Ski mark 103.
Right, clear for takeoff.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Alpha Wing 281. Good day.
Skymark 103, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 907 heavy.
Contact departure.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Japan Air 309er. Good day. Runway 34 right. Via Charlie. Only on 889 heavy. Runway 05. Cleared to land. Japan Air 252 heavy.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. Alpha Wing 632.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 961 Heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Alpha Wing 293.
Panda departure on 119.45, all Nippon 17 Heavy. Good day.
Negative. Need pushback truck. Tower, check out our flight plane. We are not local traffic. Our destination is Sydney Airport. Count is 26 Heavy. Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Count is 26 Heavy.
Blue Sky 52, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Starflyer 75.
245 heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right, all Nippon 383 Heavy. Panda departure on 119.45, Japan Air 907 Heavy.
Alpha
Good
Wing
day.
7902, runway 05. Alpha Wing 7902, runway 05, clear to... Alpha Wing 7902, runway 05, clear to land.
Runway 04, clear to land. All Nippon 16 Heavy.
On the pond 383 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 383 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Taxi to ramp via Echo, Japan Air 302 Heavy. Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff, Alpha Wing 633. Runway 34 left via Alpha, ski mark 103.
Honda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 961 Heavy. Good day. Honda departure on 119.45. Count is 26 Heavy. Good day. Taxi to ramp via Bravo. New Sky 52.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. All Nippon
Alpha
245
Wing
Heavy.
633, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Starflyer 75.
Command requirement missing, Alpha Wing 792.
Starflyer 75, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 05, cleared to land, Alpha Wing 792. Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8, all Nippon 383 Heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie, all Nippon 383 Heavy. Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff, all Nippon 889 Heavy.
2 heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Panda departure on 119.45, Alpha Wing 633. Good day.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Starflyer 75.
Japan Air 622 heavy, runway 04, clear to land.
Taxi to ramp via Echo, Japan Air 252 Heavy.
Runway 04, clear to land. Japan Air 622 Heavy.
Runway Alpha Wing 2903, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Command's property error. Alpha Wing 2903.
On the pond 245 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Alpha Wing 2903.
Skymark 007, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Planning to departure on 119.45. All Nippon 245 Heavy. Good day.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Ski mark 007.
Blue Sky 75. Starflyer 75.
Negative, I'm on the ground. Starflyer 75.
Tower, New Sky 72 on final 05.
On the pond 889er heavy, contact departure.
Panda departure on 119.45, all Nippon 889 Heavy. Good day. Ground, ski mark 303 ready to taxi. Ground, Japan Air 47 Heavy ready to taxi.
Ground. Ski mark 705 ready to taxi.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Ski mark 103.
On the pond 16 heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo. New Sky 75, contact departure. Starflyer 75, contact departure.
Taxi to ramp by Echo. All Nippon 16 heavy.
On the pond 383 heavy, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Taxi to ramp
On
by
the
Bravo.
pond 50
All Nippon
heavy,
16
runway
heavy.
04, clear to land.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Starflyer 75, good day.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 383 heavy.
Alpha Wing 2903, contact departure.
Runway 04, clear to land. All Nippon 50 heavy.
Honda departure on 119.45. Alpha Wing 293. Good day. Good job.
Ground, Japan Air 643 heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, Japan Air 474 on final 04.
Skymark 007, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Ski mark 007.
Ground, All Nippon 467 heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, All Nippon 672 heavy on final 04. Ground, Japan Air 901 heavy ready to taxi.
Ground, Japan Air 107 heavy ready to taxi.
Contact departure.
Haneda departure on 119.45. Ski mark 103. Good day.
On the pond 675 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 37 right.
Command requirement missing. All Nippon 675 heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 675 heavy.
Alpha Wing 7902, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. Alpha Wing 7902.
Tower, Japan Air 200 on final 04.
04, clear to land.
Runway 04. Clear to land. Japan Air 290.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Air Japan 851 heavy.
Air Japan. If you're
Ground,
on the
Air
phone,
China 184 ready to taxi.
Tower, Japan Air 182 on final 04.
Ground, Japan Air 255 ready to taxi.
Ground, Alpha Wing 725 ready to taxi.
On the pond 383 heavy, contact departure.
Haneda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 383 heavy. Good day.
Starflyer 43, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Starflyer 43.
Starflyer 43, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Negative, M audio terminal. Starflyer 43.
Oh, that's good.
Negative, M audio terminal. Starflyer 43.
Tower, ski mark 300 on final 04.
Ground, Asiana 1055 heavy ready to taxi.
Runway 34 left, cleared for takeoff. Ski mark 007.
Tower, Japan Air 276 on final 05.
Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 675 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 675 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8.
On
All
the
Nippon
pond
675 heavy.
runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 675 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 right, via Kilo. All Nippon 675 heavy.
Air Japan 851 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Air Japan 851 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. There we go, got it.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 675 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 675 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. All Nippon 675 heavy.
Alpha Wing. Alpha Wing 9081, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Starflyer 33, pushback. Starflyer. New Sky 3-3, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. Air Japan 851 Heavy.
Japan Air 622 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. Air Japan 851 Heavy.
606, runway 04, clear to land.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right, Alpha Wing 981.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. New Sky 33.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo, Japan Air 622 Heavy.
Runway 04, clear to land. Japan Air 606.
Victor, runway 05, clear to land.
Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 662 Victor.
Brown, Omnipon 861 Heavy ready to taxi.
On the pond 50 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. All Nippon 50 Heavy.
Tower, Omnipon 562 Heavy on final 05.
Ground, Japan Air 087 Heavy ready to taxi.
Skymark 007, contact departure.
Honda departure on 119.45. Ski mark 007. Good day.
Alpha Wing 9081, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie, Alpha Wing 981.
Ground, Singapore 631 Heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, All Nippon 752 on final 04.
Tower, Japan Air 452 Heavy on final 05.
Air Japan 851 Heavy, runway 34 right, clear to take off.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Air Japan 851 Heavy.
Ground, All Nippon 719 are ready to taxi.
Ground, Air Japan 859 Heavy ready to taxi.
Starflyer 43, runway 34 left. Starflyer 43, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Negative, unknown command, Starflyer 43.
New Sky 33, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Starflyer 33, runway 34. New Sky 33, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. New Sky 33, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. New Sky 33, taxi via Charlie. New Sky 33, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. New Sky 33, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 left via Alpha, Starflyer
Japan
43.
Air 290, taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 493, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. New Sky 33. Negative, taxiway not found. New Sky 33. Negative, taxiway not found. New Sky 33.
On the pond 675 heavy, runway 34 right, clear to take off.
Command wrong start. New Sky 33. Negative, taxiway not found. New Sky 33. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. New Sky 33.
Runway 04, clear to land. On the pond 692, Victor Heavy, runway 04, clear to land.
Taxi to ramp, via Bravo, Japan Air 290.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 left, Japan Air 493.
On the pond 585 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved, expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 923 Heavy.
Japan Air 606, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. All Nippon
Japan
675
Air
Heavy.
688, runway 05, clear to land.
Negative, unknown command. All Nippon 692 Victor Heavy.
Alpha Wings 851, Air Japan 851 Heavy, contact departure.
Runway 04, cleared to land. All Nippon 69 or 2 Victor Heavy.
Alpha Wings 9081, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 585 heavy.
Japan Air 4903, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 606. Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 688.
Honda departure on 119.45. Air Japan A51 Heavy. Good day.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Alpha Wing 981.
Starflyer 43, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 4903.
On the pond 675 Heavy, contact departure.
Runway 34 left, cleared for
Japan Air
takeoff.
493,
Starflyer
reservation.
43.
Japan Air 9901, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Hangar departure on 119.45. All Nippon 675 Heavy. Good day.
Negative, I'm on the ground. Japan Air 493.
New Sky 33, runway 34 left. New Sky 33, runway 34 right. New Sky 33, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 991.
On the pond 585 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 585 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 585 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 585 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 585 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 585 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 9023 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 9023 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 9023 Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 left. New Sky 33.
62 Victor, taxi to ramp by Echo.
Runway 34 right. New Sky 33. Runway 34 right. Cleared for takeoff. New Sky 33.
1, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha. Alpha Wings 9081, contact departure. New Sky 43, contact departure. Starflyer 43, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 585 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 585 heavy.
On the pond 6902 Victor Heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Negative. Taxiway not found. All Nippon 585 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 585 heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. All Nippon 585 heavy.
Starflyer 74, runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 640 Heavy, runway 04, clear to land.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. All Nippon 585 heavy.
Expect runway 34 left.
Negative. Taxiway not found. All Nippon 923 Heavy.
On the pond 247 Heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 right, via Kilo. All Nippon 923 Heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. All Nippon 923 Heavy.
New Sky 33, contact departure.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. Japan Air 662 Victor.
Runway 34 left via Alpha. Japan Air 991.
Honda to departure on 119.45, Alpha Wing 981. Good day.
Han, departure on 119.45, Starflyer 43. Good day. Good job.
Taxi to Ram, via Bravo. All Nippon 69 or 2 Victor Heavy. Negative, we are a scheduled arrival. We intend to land. Stuff fly 74. Runway 05, clear to land. Stuff fly 74.
Runway 04, clear to land. Japan Air 640 Heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 143.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. On 1247 Heavy.
23 heavy, runway 34 right, pushback off. Japan Air 688, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Japan Air 493. Honda to departure on 119.45, New Sky 33. Good day.
China Eastern 576 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 923 Heavy.
Out of here, it's off.
Taxi to Ram, via Echo. Japan Air 688.
Japan Air 4903, contact departure. Japan Air 143, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. China Eastern 576 Heavy.
Runway 05, clear to land.
Honda to departure on 119.45,
On the
Japan Air 4903. Good day.
runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the Fawn 247 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the Pond 247 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the Pond 247 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the Pond 247 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. There we go, got it.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. Japan Air 143.
Japan Air 9901, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 500 Heavy.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. On 1247 Heavy. Runway 34 right, via Kilo. On 1247 Heavy.
Oh, and we have
Negative, taxiway not found. On 1247 Heavy.
tomorrow night.
Runway 34 right, via Kilo. On 1247 Heavy. Runway 34 right, via Charlie. On 1247 Heavy.
Runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Japan Air 991.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Only on 585 Heavy.
Starflyer 74. Taxi to ramp via Echo.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. Stuff Flyer 74.
Ground, all Nippon 55 Heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, Japan Air 140 and final 05.
Ground, Japan Air 309 ready to taxi.
Ground, Alpha Wing 281 ready to taxi.
Ground, Qantas 26 Heavy ready to taxi.
Tower, New Sky 121 final 05. Ground, all Nippon 17 Heavy ready to taxi. Honda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 923 Heavy. Good day.
China Eastern 576 Heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Command property error. China Eastern 576 Heavy.
Alpha Wings 2904, runway 05, clear to... Alpha Wings 2904, runway 05, clear to land. On the Pond 533 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 right.
Runway 34 left, via Alpha. China Eastern 576 Heavy.
Japan Air 111 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 185, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Runway 05, clear to land. Alpha Wing 294.
On the Pond 585 Heavy, contact departure. Japan Air 640 Heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. All Nippon 533 heavy.
On the pond 906, heavy runway 04, clear to land.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 111 heavy.
Japan Air 143, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 185. Canada departure on 119.45. Japan Air 991. Good day.
Panda departure on 119.45. All Nippon 585 heavy. Good day.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo.
On the
Japan
pond
Air
247,
640 heavy.
runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway 04. Clear to land. All Nippon 906 heavy.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Skynet
Japan
Eastern
Air 143.
576, heavy, cross runway 34 left.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 247 heavy. Cross runway 34 left. China Eastern 576 heavy. Tower, Japan Air 430 on final 05.
Ground. All Nippon 961 heavy ready to taxi.
Ground. Japan Air 907 heavy ready to taxi.
111 heavy, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 34 left. Via Alpha. Japan Air 111 heavy.
Japan Air 500 heavy, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. Japan Air 500 heavy.
Heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. I'm gonna let him do
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie 8. All Nippon 533 heavy.
Do Charlie 8.
Ground. Alpha Wing 633 ready to taxi.
Tower. Alpha Wing 632 on final 05.
Blue Sky 903. Blue Sky 903. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. New Sky 903.
Let me see
Tower,
where...
Japan Air
where is
302 heavy on final 05.
Charlie 8. Where is Charlie 8?
Ground. All Nippon 245 heavy ready to taxi.
So that's where
Tower.
we're
New
at.
Sky 52 on final 04.
Sure.
Ground. All Nippon 889 heavy ready to taxi.
Japan Air 143, contact departure.
Canada departure on 119.45. Japan Air 143. Good day.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 right. Omnipon 553 heavy.
On the pond 533 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie. All Nippon 533 heavy.
Tower, Japan Air 252 heavy on final 05.
Taxi via Japan Air 185, runway 34 left, taxi via Alpha. Japan Air 111 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Negative. Taxiway not found. Japan Air 185.
Clear to land. On the pond 247 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 34 left via Alpha. Japan Air 185.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 111 heavy.
Runway 04. Cleared to land. Japan Air 106 heavy.
Hand to departure on 119.45. All Nippon 247 heavy. Good day.
Alpha Wings 2904, taxi to ramp via Echo. Alpha Wings 2904, taxi to ramp via Echo. Alpha Wings 2904, taxi to ramp via Echo.
Negative. I'm on the ground.
Skynet
Alpha Wing
Eastern
294.
576 heavy, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff.
Taxi to ramp via Echo. Alpha Wing 294.
Blue Sky 903, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Blue Sky 903, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Blue Sky 903, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Blue Sky 903, taxi. Blue Sky 903, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. Okay.
Runway 34 left. Cleared for takeoff. China Eastern 576 heavy.
Runway 34 right. Via Charlie 8. New Sky 93. Runway 34 right, via Charlie 8. New Sky 93.
Japan Air 607, pushback approved, expect runway 34 left.
Negative, taxiway not found. New Sky 93. Command property error. New Sky 93.
On the pond 96 heavy, taxi to ramp via Bravo. Japan Air 111 heavy, contact departure.
Runway 34 right, via Charlie. New Sky 93.
12 heavy, runway 05, clear to land. Airdo 12 heavy, runway 05, clear to land.
Runway 05, clear to land. Japan Air 900 heavy.
Japan Air 185, runway 34 left, clear to take off.
Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 left. Japan Air 607.
On the pond 553 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 553 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 553 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 553 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie. On the pond 553 heavy, runway 34 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. All Nippon 533 heavy.
Taxi to ramp via Bravo. All Nippon 906 heavy.
Planet Eastern 576 heavy, clear, contact departure. Planet Eastern 576 heavy, contact departure. Alright guys, that'll be it. I'm going for an hour and a half. So, this airport was fun. Learning some new airlines like Skymark and New Sky and Starflyer and all those airlines. But we're going to finish this one here. China Eastern just got sent out and is on its way. So, we're going to end this one here. Hope you all enjoyed. See you again.